What's going on? I'm the College Jew. Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Warrior 4. Yeah, I had to go back all the way to the beginning of the tower. Just to get some more treasure and everything like that. This is gonna be... You're gonna need a lot of patience to sit through these episodes because I really don't know what I'm doing in this tower. It's always been confusing for me. I've never been able to just walk right through it and get everything. Ever since I was a kid, I've had a lot of trouble with this place. So just bear with me. Enjoy the footage. And yeah, that's what it's all about, really. Nothing else coming to mind here. And I'm gonna do another game video. In the last game video, I was basically... What are you doing there, cat? I'm sorry. I'm sorry, my cat's doing something really crazy and weird. Now he's back to normal. Let's talk about how, you know, if you're mad and if you're like, basically, not overly skeptic, but like skeptic to the point where you don't trust anybody and you're paranoid and everything like that. Like that's more of an anger issue than anything else. You know, like being distrustful, being paranoid will not get you anywhere with females or other people in general. So that's to avoid. Another thing to avoid is having a closed mind about stuff. And I know it seems like a really stupid thing for me to bring up, but there are a lot of fanboys out there. And I'm not talking about fanboys of, you know, gaming consoles or video games or sports teams or just... I'm talking about people who are, you know, who are their own biggest fanboy. And there's a lot more than you would think. I'm gonna go back to the guy I used to live with. You know, he was literally his own biggest fanboy. Because here was a guy who, like, clearly defined the term innocent victim. He really thought he was an innocent victim of everything. Even though it was his own personality, his own reaction to situations that really brought other people down, and, you know, brought me down. This guy I used to live with, too. So, and a guy I knew quite well as a childhood friend, and honestly, as soon as he started becoming his own biggest fanboy and just started hating everything around him, I didn't know him anymore. And we all act like that from time to time. I used to act like that all the time in high school. I used to be like, nothing is my fault. The chips aren't falling in the right place for me. They're falling in the right place for everybody, and I'm jealous of that, and I don't like it, and I'm going to tell everyone else I don't like it, and therefore, you know, I spent high school really lonely. You know what I mean? But I'll go over that later. But being a music fanboy, having a closed mind towards anything is really horrible. You know, like, it's okay not to like something. You know, there's a lot of guys on my bowling team who like to golf, and I don't really care for golf. You know, I think it's you know, dominated by rich elitists who have way more money than they should, you know, but I'm not gonna, like, that doesn't mean I need to hate on all the golfers that I know, you know, because then to me they're just normal guys. You know what I mean? Like, for example, like, okay, I'm let's playing a turn-based RPG from, you know, 93. you know, how much do I really like a shooting game? I don't. I really don't care for shooters. I think they bring out the worst in people. And I'm not going to try and sound like Jack Thompson and say that they promote violence, because they don't really. That's just a predisposition that humans have to feel significant. That's why people act violent. Not because they played a shooting game and want to see how they can do in real life. No, that's definitely not that. So I'm not gonna sound like, you know, our little friend Jack Thompson, but I'm gonna voice my opinion and say that they bring out the worst in people competitively. And even if you're playing them co-op, you know, it brings out the worst in people there too, because then they have these unbegotten expectations. Like, I'll never forget playing a shooter with a few buddies of mine, and if I did something stupid, like if I died or something, they got pissy at me. They let me have it, and I'm like, you know what? I don't want to play. If I'm gonna get, you know, shouted at for missing something, then whatever. But when they stop playing these shooting video games, and then we all go bowling, you know, we're all having fun going bowling. So why should I even worry about? Why should my opinion of them be created from a pastime that they have? You know what I mean? Like a lot of... Oh, this is a new enemy, by the way, Master Necrodane. They're like the Skull Knight, only a lot more HP, and I think they use breath attacks too. It's like a lot of my Facebook friends, a lot of my friends in general, they all like country music, and no one hates country music more than me. Like, I really despise country music. I think it's dominated by all these shallow spoiled white blondes. I'm talking about all the females, by the way. I'm not talking about the male country singers, and don't get me started on that. These spoiled white blondes who have nothing intelligent to put forth, when country music about 50, 60, 70 years ago was dominated by guys who, it was like a white man's blues. You know, so that's my opinion on country music. But am I gonna hate them because they like country music? Am I gonna go up to my friend Pauline and say, "Hey Pauline, you suck because you like country music and I don't want to be your friend," or something like that? You know, if I say my friend Kelly, who also likes country music, am I gonna say to her, "Hey Kelly, I think it's stupid that you like country music because I think it's retarded"? No. I'll just simply say to her, "Hey, I don't really care for country music. It's cool that you like it. I think you're a cool person when you take country music out of the equation." So the same guy, there's a guy I live with now who likes, you know, he likes hip hop, and he likes the hip hop that I don't like. You know, he likes the hip hop that doesn't mean anything. It's just, you know, noise. Am I gonna confront him and say, "Hey, I don't really like it when you play hip hop. You know, it's ruining our friendship. You better stop"? No, that's retarded. But people with a closed mind do this, and they're selling them short. They're selling themselves short, and they're fucking themselves up the ass. And with females, they're definitely selling themselves short, and holy shit, I just got hit by a critical hit. Because then it severely lowers the amount of females that you could, potential suitors for you. So, moral of the story, have an open mind when you're out approaching females. All walks of life are acceptable. I'll see you guys next time. Peace.